feel blessed for the next year and for the next summer.
The International Association of Jewish Lawyers and Jurists has submitted a letter to U.S. Ambassador Dan Shapiro calling for the release of convicted Israeli spy Jonathan Pollard, who has served 26 years of a life sentence in a U.S. federal prison. Just before Pollard was arrested in November 1985, he tried to seek refuge in the Israeli embassy in Washington. The Israeli ambassador at the time was Dr. Meir Rosen, who is currently vice president of the International Association of Jewish Lawyers and Jurists. Dr. Rosen now joins us from our Tel Aviv studio. Dr. Rosen, thank you so much for coming in.
Good to be here.
In recent months, there's been a slew of calls for Pollard's release, including top U.S. officials and political leaders, past and present. Do you get a sense that Pollard is moving closer to his release date?
We hope so. Among those that ask for his immediate release is the Secretary of State, George Shultz, Giuliani. Even the prosecutor says that he has been enough time in jail. He has been there for 26 years, and his health is deteriorating. He is now in hospital, and we hope really that it's high time for him to be released. And we see no reason why he should be still in jail. A man who committed a crime, that's true, but this was 26, 27 years ago, and the information he had at that time is no more dangerous for the United States. So we really do not understand why he is not released, and we hope that during the visit of our President of the United States to get the Medal of Freedom, Pollard will be released, and let's hope that he could recover from his illness, because he's extremely sick. He underwent surgery several weeks ago, and now he was brought back to the hospital, and his health is deteriorating every day.
Dr. Rosen, as you just mentioned, Pollard served 26 years of his life sentence. Many have argued that other prisoners with greater crimes have been released in much less time. Why do you think that the United States has been so very inflexible in this case?
Especially there was a breach of the agreement that there was no trial for Pollard. He admitted, he expressed his regrets, and in spite of that, he's still in jail. We know of no other case of a spy spying for a foreign country that has been so long in jail. Besides, when Israel cooperated with the United States in order to find out what was the damage done by Pollard, it was found out that in fact what he released was information to an ally of the United States, which is Israel, and there was absolutely no justification to keep him for 27 years in jail, and they didn't allow him even to go to the funeral of his father, which is quite unprecedented in the history of the United States as far as we know.
You were ambassador when Jonathan Pollard showed up at the gates of the Israeli embassy in Washington. In retrospect, is there something that could have or should have been done differently?
Certainly not, because had he been allowed to go into the embassy, I was not in the building of the embassy, but that's irrelevant. Had he been gone into the embassy, we would have delivered him to the United States. There is no doubt about it. And there was a plea bargain, then there was a breach of the plea bargain. Israel did something unprecedented. Usually when a spy is caught, the country responsible does not cooperate with those that caught the spy. In this case, we forced 4 people of our intelligence services to testify against Pollard, and this created a very serious problem inside the intelligence services as far as their morale goes. But the mere fact that Secretary of State Shultz, that Mayor Giuliani, Mayor Dinkins, the prosecutor asked for his release, I think this is enough of an evidence that he should be released, and let's hope that nobody will be sorry if, God forbid, there is nobody to be released if something happens to Pollard. 27 years, there is absolutely no precedent, as far as we know, for a similar case quoted in the history of the United States.
Dr. Meir Rosen, thank you so much for being with us this evening.
Thank you.